Okay, so what exactly the fuck do you mean that bodies were found with shackled hands and feet off the coast of Spain? Everybody better start paying attention to what's really going on here.
Is it a coincidence that immigrants are being loaded onto cargo planes that open mid-air from the back? Is it a coincidence that they're also shackled?
Man, this Texas heat is killing me. I even got my door open and everything. So, yeah, it is a coincidence. Let me explain something. Whenever something like this happens, what's really important to do is to practice what I call disconfirmation. And this is an example of that. You see a TikTok, somebody says, is it a coincidence that this one event is happening while this other event is also happening? Well, yeah, because if you kind of logic your way through some of this, you will realize what's really going on. From January to June, this is a popular route that a lot of places will take, and they will bring migrants up and passengers and stuff like that. But some of these boats aren't seaworthy, and because of the lack of regulations, there's a lot of overcrowding and a lot of problems that way. A lot of boats are capsizing. So there's been about like 30 drowning victims thereabout, but only 5 so far have been shackled. Now, I say only 5, there should be 0, right? But what ended up happening is a fight broke out, and they're actually pursuing murder charges. Fight broke out, and these people were intentionally shackled and thrown overboard. They were shackled in order to throw them overboard and make sure they drowned. It was a very intentional and on purpose thing. Now, does it have anything to do with the cargo planes? No, it doesn't. And you know, there's people giving a lot of really wishy-washy kind of stuff, and one of them is these cargo planes. There's these military planes that are making these routes into international waters and then flying back. Well, I can tell you that based on information that I have from a really high up Air Force person, one of the things they do when they are signing their life away is they will put them on these planes and they will intentionally fly them over international waters while they are doing certain paperwork, because some of this stuff is like maybe not as legal as it should be. And there's a lot of things that happen during these little trips. And it has nothing to do with flying immigrants over international waters and just pushing them out of the plane. This is something that you want to have genuine confirmation of, rather than just hearing some guy said it on TikTok, or somebody just, I wonder, because this one thing is happening, maybe that means this other thing is happening. You can't generate facts that way. You can't just get on here and just blurt things out like that, because then you end up being no better than MAGA with the Jewish space lasers bullshit.